Hey guys, Casey Dimon here, TaxSaleAcademy.com, and thank you so much for joining me on today's video. Guys, in last night's live question and answer session, which I do every single month here on my YouTube channel, I had somebody ask me what I made during my first few tax sale auctions. So I kind of did a little bit of digging, and what I'm about to show you is a screencast of some deeds from that time. Now what you're about to see, these were all purchased at one tax sale auction, and this was about a year and a half after I actually started. So it's the first year and a half or so, I think I made like one or two investments. I was just kind of trying to figure it out and stuff. But the auction that you're about to see, the deeds that I purchased at that auction, are really the ones where it kind of all clicked for me, where I really started to figure out the business and that kind of stuff. Now, it's very important that you take note of the dates. The dates are March 2004. Obviously, it's a very long time ago, but I want you to take note for a couple of reasons. When I say I've been in this business for a long time, I have been in this business for a long time. Those specific dates are just shy of 15 years ago, but again, I started about a year and a half prior to that. So for anyone looking for a historical data of my career or proof that I've been in the game a long time, something like that, here you go. So if you're trying to do a little bit of math, I was about 18 when I started as a tax sale investor. So yes, I've been around for a long time in this business. And secondly, I want you to know that I've been in this game through all sorts of market cycles. You'll notice the timing that I sold these specific properties was very, very well. Looking back, of course, it wasn't planned or anything like that. I wish I could have said I was a genius back then, but the properties were sold during a peak in the market cycle. Now, the good news is, as I wrote about in Tax Sale Playbook, if you adjust your objectives and the way you sell stuff, the way you run your business just a little bit, you can see success in any market condition, including recessions. I've actually experienced much larger returns during recessions than what you're about to see when I sold at the peak back in 2005 when I sold those properties. So, with all that said, here's our 3 notes to take into consideration. First off, these properties are in my personal name. When I started, apparently nobody told me to think about liability or taxes. Secondly, what you are going to see are public records in the particular county that I was investing in. Now, I did redact some information just for privacy reasons, so understand that. But the information I redact have zero impact whatsoever on what I'm about to teach you. And third, these are my specific results. I'm not applying in any way, shape, or form that you'll be able to replicate these results. So let's go ahead and go on over to my computer screen. Okay, so here's the first one. And you'll kind of see on the left-hand side, this is the information that we're going to focus on where it says document detail. On the right-hand side, this is actually a photo of the tax deed. This is the only actual deed I'm going to show, but just because you probably can't read it anyhow, and it has my personal address of the house I was living in at the time, which is now a rental house for me, but I don't want all this information on there. So long story short, that's a photo of the tax deed for the first one. But on the left-hand side, that's where the information that we're really going to focus on, okay? You'll see the date, March 22nd, 2004. Every single one of the properties that you're about to see were purchased on March 22nd, 2004 at a tax deed sale. Now, below that, on the very bottom, you'll see grantee, my name, Casey Dimon, obviously to show you that I bought the property. Above that, what you're going to see is the grantor is clerk of the circuit court. In the state of Florida, that's the grantor. That's the seller of the property that they use for official records when a piece of property is purchased at a tax deed sale. Okay, so this piece of property was date and time. It was purchased March the 22nd, 2004. Below that, the consideration, the amount that was paid is $1,327, okay? And of course, grantor and grantee, I bought it from the clerk of the court at a tax deed sale. The legal description, lot 28, block 165, RP is the initial of the subdivisions in unit 4. So this is going to be important because we can kind of correlate and kind of compare what I bought it for compared to what I sold it for. So the next tab, I've already got all these open just because it took a little bit of digging to find everything. But you'll see lot 28, block 165 in unit 4 of this subdivision. The consideration, $1,327. So, lot 28, block 165. Next one, lot 28, block 165. Consideration, $14,000 when I sold it to this person by the last name of Sanderson. So again, paid $1,327, sold it for $14,000. The next piece of property, clerk of the circuit court, Casey Dimon is the buyer. Same date, of course. Consideration is $1,416. Legal description is lots 39 and 40. That's 2 lots. Block 124 and unit 3. So again, lots 39 and 40, block 124, and I paid $1,416. lots 39 to 40, block 124. I sold it for $29,400. So paid $1,416, sold it for $29,400. The next one, same dates, clerk of the circuit court, Casey Dimon. I paid $1,649, lots 19 and 20, block 158. What I did with this one was a little bit different. Is my intention was to separate them and sell the lots separately, sell lot 19 and lot 20 to different people, but the same guy ended up purchasing them, and he paid $14,000 for lot 19, and he paid $14,000 for lot 20. So I sold both of those combined for $28,000, and I paid $1,649. And the last example I'm going to show you guys, clerk of the court, again to Casey Dimon, lots 11 and 12, block 174. Consideration $1,506. The same date, of course, same auction. And I sold those properties for $26,000. So again, paid $1,506, and I sold them for $26,000. Now you'll also notice 12 to 13 months to sell most of these properties. Now I sell properties much, much faster. Over time I learned that's one of the ways to build your business much faster. Obviously, roll that money, roll that capital over time and time again, and allow that snowball of profits just to kind of impact your business. Just keep rolling the money over and over. The faster you can do it, the better in most situations. But this one, they took me 12, 13 months. And again, that's the first year and a half or so I had under my belt at that time. Took a lot of learning, a lot of figuring stuff out. Now, the market, of course, tanked after that. And for the next few years, guys, it was absolutely misery in my world. As I wrote about in the Tax Sale Playbook, I eventually figured out how I can make money in market peaks, market recessions. I can, really make money in any type of market, whether it's going up or going down, or if it's at the top or at the bottom. It does not matter if you had the proper strategies in place. So for you guys that wanted to see a few of my first deals, here they are. At this one particular auction, a year and a half in, my gross was $91,502. Now, obviously, I had some suit and quality title expenses. I had taxes that I owed for the year in which I owned the property, that kind of stuff. But a $91,502 gross is not bad for a year and a half in. Again, my world came crashing down after that when the market tanked. But if you know what you're doing, if you figured out the strategies and the processes like I had to, it took me, guys, probably 10 years before I kind of put everything together and realized this is how it can work in every single market cycle. I promise you, if you know exactly how to do it, if you do the step-by-step process, you too can see success. Maybe not $91,502 at one auction, but I promise you, if you apply the principles, if you learn the step-by-step process that we teach at the Tax Sale Academy, you can definitely see success as a tax sale investor. Guys, that's it for today. For more information on tax sale investing, head over to TaxSaleAcademy.com. I've got 2 resources today for you. You can grab my book, Tax Sale Playbook, a tremendous place to start if you're looking to learn about tax defaulted real estate. And then secondly, we have a completely free web class where we'll teach you how to buy, sell, and profit from tax defaulted real estate without needing lots of money, a license, or any experience. And you can do that by going to TaxSaleAcademy.com and clicking on the web class link. Guys, that's it for today. Have a wonderful afternoon. Take care. Bye-bye.